Hi folks, I am on my way home from the office to go and grab my daughter. Sorry the light is a little bit harsh in the car. It gives a terrible glow to my complexion, and as you're noticing, I'm not wearing the lipstick that I always talk about needing to wear. It's going to become my signature look, my lipstick, for the girl who never wore lipstick. Anywho's, I am in the car on my way home from work and on my way to get my daughter. And I'm going to be answering a question this evening that was submitted to me via Facebook. Thank you, Belinda. It's actually going to be a couple of videos that I talk about detachment and about letting go, and about getting rid of everything that you deal with during the day. I deal with a lot of emotions, a lot of people's grief, their worry, their concern. When I am reading, I see the whole gamut of things in folks. And so at the end of the day, it can be kind of exhausting. Even though I tell people it isn't, because I do get hugs from all of your loved ones, at the same point, at the end of the day, there's times when it's just like, you know what, I need to get the chatter out of my head. I gotta get the talk out of my head. I gotta let go of this stuff. And I gotta let go of any frustrations that come up during the day. So how do I do that? One of the first things that I do is I take a deep breath. Like in the car, I'm sitting back. One of the great things for me is I don't drive. So when I am driving, I don't have to worry about keeping my eye on the road. I don't have to worry about what's going to happen if I start meditating, that I'm going to run into a tree or something. I'm able to sit back and relax. If you had caught me a few minutes ago, you would have heard me jamming out to some music, loud and in charge, and just be like, okay, this is great. Like letting my mind get away from everything that had occurred during the day. Let go of any frustrations, any hurts, just letting go of all of it. I think we all can benefit from that. So in the car, if you are a music person, I encourage you to do that. If it was a little bit nicer out, what I would be doing is having the window open. I love to have the feel of the air on my face, and that is so tremendous because you're connecting with nature. Nature is the huge healer that can take all of your hurts, all of your pains. It can take it all and just wash it away. Think of how you feel at the beach. Think about how you feel in the forest. Think about all of those things. These are all little tricks and tools that you can use to detach from things. And I know there's times when things are really stressful and really frustrating, and at that point the question I always ask myself is, what can I do about it? Can I do anything about it? If I can't do anything about it, is it worth my time to be stressing, to be worrying? If I don't have control over the situation and there's not something that my actions can change, worrying about it's not going to do any good. So at that point, I always encourage folks, if you can't do anything about it, let it go over to God, pray to it. And I'm back! Connection in a dead zone in the car. You gotta love driving in the car, and you never know what you're gonna hit. Fortunately, not the car ahead of me, because that's what my husband is doing. I'm not holding this and driving at the same time, in case you're worried. But it is something where if you cannot, if you don't have control over it, if there's not something you can do to change the situation, you let go, you give to God, especially when it doesn't have to do with you. If it has to do with you, there is always something you can do. You can walk away from the situation, you can change your attitude, how you respond to it, to make the circumstances something you can deal with, because you need to deal with them. For me, when I am leaving the office and I'm detaching from work, when I leave everything that I encounter with my clients back in the office, I don't remember everything that I talk about with my clients. There's certain things that will stick in my head. If I've seen someone a lot, I'm going to remember some details. But other than that, it doesn't stick with me, and so I leave it behind. I don't worry about it in the next day. It's sort of like if there's something that's going on in work in the office, it's to leave it there. At the end of the day, does it really matter? So guys, that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about detachment today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to take, because I'm a few minutes away from my mom's where I'm getting my daughter, I'm going to take the last few minutes before I pick her up to take some deep breaths, to relax, to breathe in, jam out to some tunes, as I know that as soon as I get her, I'm going to be on and everything will be let go because I don't want to share any of the energy of the day with her. I want her to have Mom. I want her to have not Dawn Lynn. That's all left at the office. I'm turned off for the evening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. This is day 91 of my own self-imposed 100-day challenge. I can't believe I've made it this far. So guys, keep watching, and I will be talking to you soon.